Time
to
trackers.
anyone.
Pretty powered.
Mostly because it's mildly incriminating on me. Just a bit. I've
I've killed
mentioned it
more than
before.
100 people. Anybody else?
Myself.
Probably not more. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't really
Why do you
count.
think
I
I'm
killed a lot of
mentioning it?
people.
I trust you guys. That's not
You
what I'm
lose count
saying.
when you burn
With
ships.
these thumb.
Yeah, that's hot. I like
He's
her.
our good boy, okay? He
You're
doesn't
taken.
do bad things.
None
But
you were saying.
Hey,
it's his
hey,
story.
I can give my compliments and call her hot. I don't give a
Deploy
shit
gas
about her in
canisters
that regard.
onto enemy soldiers.
Plus, it's burning. It was a pun.
I'm gonna report you right now.
High five.
No,
Ow, my
it
arm.
is quite fitting, to be honest, considering, you know.
Nonetheless, we're up top.
It is fitting.
Can you stop that?
Do be careful. That actually will hurt him. Yeah.
No, it won't. It won't. Not with this.
I'm a
guy.
fire mage.
He pulls out his shirt. Blue rune. See that blue rune?
Okay.
So incrimination, yes?
I can do this.
Yes. We will not judge.
I'm going to throw
never
something at Otto. I'm gonna throw a rock at him.
I made mention before to a few people that I stole books from the Great Library of Seralina.
Upstairs. There's a little keg.
Seralina being the capital of Suna.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, I was a very, very naive young kid on a complete random island that I've never been on. That I don't think anyone else would have even heard of. It was called Kayak, but at one point in time, once I turned around the age of 18, I was old enough to actually be useful to sailors, to actually join and help around and actually learn sailors' arts. But, you know, things of that sort of learning. When I first arrived in Seralina, I didn't know what to do with myself. And obviously, when you're a kid who has no connections, no excuses to be able to earn anything, you wander. You don't really have a way for yourself other than trying to search for someone. Until I was scrounging through an alley. I'd been used to scrounging through things when I lived on my island. Different story and explanation, but I met a man. Obviously, when you meet a man in an alley, you'd think that it's someone who was of the lower kind of background.
A brigand of sorts.
Ish, yes. He was older, though. He was, for lack of a better word, decrepit. Possibly pushing into his 90s.
As a human?
He was as a human. Yes.
That's unheard of.
I have nothing to say.
I'm having my midlife crisis already.
It's even more unheard of when you looked at the arm that he had.
Can't believe you're like 30.
It was a rotting affliction.
Mm-hmm.
For a few days, he seemed fine. He couldn't use the arm, but he acted as if there was nothing better in the world than trying his best to make sure that others that were in his situation were better off. It's probably how he survived for so long, because the people that he helped always tried to make sure that he was alright, but they all kind
Alexa,
of
raise
accepted that
temperature
his
1
arm
degree.
was going to spread. I made the decision to see if I could figure out some way of fixing the pain that he had, because it was bad. I smashed a window open. I smashed multiple windows open, including a few forbidden sections of library. Come to find out that it was the biggest library ever known to Saralina. I didn't know that, but
Saralina. One hell of a place to commit a crime.
Yes.
makes it even worse when the books that you're looking for, the ones that only give you knowledge of how to best remove a necrotic affliction, is amputation. I stole
would not
way more
survive.
than just books. Yeah. First patient. First patient lost. Blood loss. I'd never known how to stitch before.
You tried amputation before you tried stitching.
I can see the logic, but
I thought that if I could pack the wound enough that if I had tourniqueted it, the bleeding would be manageable for the time that I could figure out a better way than just cauterization or trying to stitch things, but there's a lot of things that go into stitching, especially when it comes to amputation.
did this old man consent to this? I should not ask.
I had
I
no other way of
apologize.
speaking.
It's indeed a brave thing to admit.
I think to the days where I was trying to save lives, and
I'm still listening.
you're alright.
He is just refilling his drink.
I think it's a thing that I've heard many people as I start to listen to more medically inclined, that you never forget the first loss. And I think it doubly so made it worse when the first loss was your first patient.
No. Can't tell a somber
I took
tale
it
like
as a
that
lesson.
without a stein. Come on.
I took it as a lesson, and I made a promise to myself that I would never, ever let myself lose someone because I didn't go into it without knowing what I fully committed to.
You become such a wonderful doctor since.
I still lost many people, but at least I actually knew what I was doing. I would have told the more somber tale, but I'm pretty sure the person that it involves would rather not hear it at this time.
No, it's fine. You're free to say whatever you'd like to say, honestly. What were you thinking about telling?
The first time I met the person who actually treated me like a father figure.
What? Treated you like a father figure?
Sorry, I treated them like they were my father. I saw them as my father, but it doesn't matter. Not important. Brain.
How was a
Yeah.
bad impression?
Tired.
Not a sip of ale.
I don't have
Dad
all the
lens.
best stories in mind
Dad
either.
lens.
That immediately
Getting
come
drunk
to my
off the
mind.
atmosphere is indeed a thing.
Stop.
No, this is the ambiance. This is
Dens
vibe.
is
This
sitting
this is
in the
fucking nice.
future of the next few
Hazuki.
days. I hope you know this.
Jessica,
No.
What?
Please, no.
what
Could
did
make this worse.
what?
This is the lightest we're going at this.
It's like
There are other
slang.
phrases we could use.
slang for
and
ambience.
I don't think they apply to you, but they'd be
The
funny.
general
Though.
feeling, the atmosphere.
What?
Yeah.
What do you think? What?
Well, if we're calling
Stop!
it dad
Come on!
lens,
Come on! The
then someone
night!
else
The
can-
night is running out.
Alrighty,
Evie,
yeah, you're up next.
What's a
Evie,
core
yeah.
memory of yours?
Mm.
Something that you think about often. Something that's always on your mind, at least in some capacity. Something that influences your actions now. Something.
I guess mine's the story of my sense of duty and responsibility
and how that was nurtured into this world. Though the tale sort of starts before I was born, but picked it up when I was born into it.
I
As
imagine her and I are
most
gonna
of
have
you do
very
know,
similar tales. Similar.
I come from a line of dust devils known as the Gypsum people, and am a part of the main line for it. And before I was born, my mother took up the throne. Some of you have met her at the tournament. Royal piece of shit there.
And I'm allowed to say that.
She...
Lance, are you okay?
There we
Never
go.
mind. There we go.
She's never truly really disclosed much of her reason for it, but a couple years before I was conceived and born, my mother made it her mission to reunite all of the Gypsum people together. By any means necessary. She'd pay merchants and thieves and the worst of the worst corsairs at the time. We lived in Asmith to round up Gypsum from all around the world, taking them from their families just to bring them back to us and stick them in our community and homeland. When I was born of my father, who was taken from Zool. He was a Gypsum born, but married a onyx sand woman. I have brothers and sisters I've never met, but my father was forced to create me, and thus was kept as a trophy prize within our home. And I was raised by my mother to uphold her beliefs that we must do what we must for our people, that we must cheat and lie, we must use any ways and means to convince those around us to do as we want. Things that sadly do come into my lessons with politics, unfortunately enough, but I followed those lessons for a long time as I watched my father, day in and day out, grow old in the confines of his room. Dust devils live quite a long time, hundreds and hundreds of years. We live upward to about 700, I believe. So, even so, he is still most likely sitting by the window, waiting and longing to see his family again. He used to barely talk to me and barely interact with me. At some point, his hatred for me grew just as much as it did for my mother. And He lashed out one day, and it somewhat woke me up. As a child who only yearned for the approval of not only my mother, but my father, it was something that woke me up a bit too. Is what I'm doing right? Are my people happy? And that's when I started looking deeper. And I'd go around the town, and I'd see the fake, smiling, drugged state of our denizens, and go, is this really what happiness is for our people? Is this really what's better for them? Is this keeping them safe from thieves and slavers and the wicked in the world? And I started to realize that the people that I was raised to guide and protect deserved better than the path laid out by my family. Enough to where it spurred me for the means of protecting though that doesn't justify the cause. Why I do a lot of things I do these days, such as what happened with Miss Lily, and why I believed what I was doing there was justified. As much as it was horrid, and the backing behind it is still a bad way in the world. So I take a lot of the way I was raised and the things that I do that may not be sugar-coated and morally the most correct of routes. But in the end, it made me want to strive to continue to have this duty to my people. That I want to protect them, I want to find a way, I want to seize power from my mother, which means playing the game and hoping to come out on top so that I can break away all the chains of my people and bring them into a new era, even if that means I must be removed from it as well. So, that's my unfortunate tale that I don't tell anyone, really. Apologies.
You're fine.
Wow.
That was a good one. That was.
Never apologize.
Don't apologize for your
apologizing
past.
is good. But yes, apologizing for your past is good.
You
I
did what you
really
thought
not
was
know
right.
this tale before when your mother was in town. I probably would have cussed them out. Eldest brother Beelzebub teaches us that a ruler should sacrifice for their people, not sacrifice their people for their own comfort.
I really do not know why my mother does what she does, but she claims it's always to protect our people. So it's hard when you see them suffering to believe that it truly is what's best.
Remember, when they're evil, they are also hot. It's always.
Oh
You
my
should
God.
have.
Honey?
You should have seen her. You should have seen that woman.
Do
That
you
was
think I am
fucked up.
evil? You called me
Oh,
hot.
Ah, shit. What?
Are you?
Huh?
Well, people can be
They
hot
described me as hot, and
sometimes.
now they're describing hot things as evil.
I know,
think
are
the
you
way that
evil?
he's saying
Are you
is
evil?
that some people can be
Yeah,
evil.
no.
Hot, and that hot people are just hot.
Don't look at
A lot
me.
of
Don't look at me.
times there is a lot of evil hotness.
No, usually evilness is attractive. See, that's why I'm a good
Huh?
person. I'm an ugly as fuck. Ugh.
I mean,
Don't
you
mind
didn't
me, I'm
used to
having
be
an
ugly,
aneurysm.
and technically you still have a very handsome face.
Colopotulence.
Oh my god! You didn't used to be ugly.
Brutal
Yeah,
honesty.
used to be ugly. Wow.
Lens does the most brutal honesty, and it's funny as shit, and I commend you for it.
If you don't want to live anymore, why don't you? Oh.
Stop!
I remember that one.
No, stop! No, we don't talk about.
We still have a few stories to get through.
These things.
Ah,
Elizabeth.
Miss
Well?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth.
Jeez.
My legs are falling asleep.
I think we're all starting to get to that point.
Yeah, we're all getting to that point.
There's 3 more stories. Oh, there goes mine!
Has
Mine
anybody
I
ever told you that you have such a way with words, Evie? Especially when you go.
Indeed.
You understood it.
I did actually.
She
What
has
was
such
it?
a way with words.
That you phrased it away with the common lexicon, I believe.
Away with the common lexicon.
That is how you phrased it in the
In
cafe.
tandem with a Chinese meal. Oh.
A succulent tavern dinner. A succulent tavern meal.
Do I get
A
to learn
succulent
something
Aryan
new about
meal?
the bunny today, or are we refreshing history?
Hands off my pistol.
Yeah, I'm
Half.
trying to think of something that is a bit brighter, but
We
Do not worry. Mine is quite dark as well.
In fairness, in the darks,
Yeah,
there's stories
at
and
this
lessons
point I'm
learned
in as
that
well.
leads to
You
positive
could be our one
things.
Well,
happy
that's-
story out of
It's
a
why we're
sea of
having a nice
sorrow.
conversation around the lights. It's because we've been through a lot of dark. Come on, common sense. Get with it.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
I was born
Quite
in the
poetic.
darkness, molded by it.
Shut. Are
You were?
Did you just
No.
reference fucking Batman and Wardens?
On this count.
Well, technically, I was basically raised by him, so
It is
Yeah,
true.
you could say that I was raised in a form of darkness, although his darkness was actually quite warm.
Bro, fuck, what?
Like a womb.
No!
He's married.
No, not.
No, more so in the effects
Who?
of my
Lens or
actual
Otto?
father didn't treat me well.
Yes. I
Otto.
thought Lens
No,
was
I-
married to Elijah.
Somebody was shameful father.
Huh?
I would.
I
No,
will touch on that.
They did kiss. They
Wasn't
did
that whole
kiss.
pillow
They did?
talk?
I don't blame
you.
not kiss. No,
I saw
we
you
did not
kiss.
kiss.
I
But
saw
what
you.
about
we did
pillow
not
talk?
kiss. We did.
Ooh.
They had pillow talk.
He
The
broke his
pillow talk.
tailbone. He broke
Yeah.
his tailbone, so I was saying that
Oh,
you
it
probably
was
need a pillow
rough.
to sit on.
No,
I'm
I
not
just
skipping the
not-
line. I know what the
not
order
in
is.
front
I
of-
just need to sit
not in
on
front of-
something now that my legs are broken.
Please.
Don't
I've only
forget
been
Night,
in a
Brian.
relationship
That throw
in my life,
area
and that
hurt
relationship
your
was not
leg.
the greatest.
Nonetheless,
Clearly.
everybody, Miss Elizabeth, if you'd be so kind.
I want to break all the sad stories, but I'm having trouble trying to remember them.
I have a hat.
Do you want us to come back?
So, I don't think it's gonna help. In all honesty. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably just end up adding to the sad stories, sadly.
That is alright.
Well,
Well,
we've had. There's no reason not
There's-
to go with the.
There's
rhythm.
no better place than around good company,
Ooh.
around a fire with drink.
Mine are
Nothing
gonna be
wrong with a
depressing.
little
Good
sad
company.
I'll be
story,
honest.
sadness,
I'll have a
solidarity.
good
You're
one.
pushing it.
Well,
Well, I
I
think
guess,
you're very good.
since we're going into winter,
Sam,
Oh, I thought they were talking about themselves.
and if it's going
Into winter, you were saying? Oh yes, you were occupied.
Please continue, Miss Elizabeth. So sorry.
well, since we're going into winter, I think
Still
about
liquid
this
in
rather
here.
often. I guess it's molded me in a way. I guess it couldn't not have molded me, but several years back, many years now.
Well, I call it two
Um,
Estonian people in the circle. Actually. Come on.
If for
Asian.
those that don't fully know, I obviously don't, go around strutting about and pronouncing fully, but my father is a lord of a territory, and specifically a city. So I have to assist in times and help, deal with bandits and whatnot.
In Drekia? Or other
One
realm?
winter. Yes. I am city of Rockrose, which my name is Elizabeth Rockrose. It's up north in the mountains a bit. But we were getting reports of bandits, ironically, like we're dealing with around here rather often. But groups being, hit, travelers, that sort of thing. So my father asked me to lead a troop of our forces out to go try and find them and deal with them. It's dead of winter, so there's snow everywhere. And we had an idea of where they were, and we're getting close to that area. We were going to march a little ways farther and set up camp. We didn't make it to where we were planning on setting up camp. We reached a section of the road that was going to go over a hill, and the next thing we knew, we were basically surrounded by these bandits. There was far more than was led on to be. I don't know how many, 2-3 times as many as we were. And it's suffice to say, the fight started, and I did my best to lead what men I had, and we tried to break out. We tried everything we could, but there was just too many and they had us surrounded and we just had to keep fighting. And I don't know how long it was. All I know was the sun was setting when it started. And by the time I saw the last one running over the hill, sun was rising. And I was the only one there. Really? I'm the only one breathing, at least. So, all that was around me was men that I trained with, that I helped train. Red snow and just bandits and everything, so I ended up having to make my way back home by myself. Since that day, and I do my best to make sure that I get all of the information. I try and make sure that I'm prepared better. I don't know. So then I don't lead men with families off to a frosty grave.
You're better than most nobility.
Your men fought with loyalty and honor, and you guided them well. It seems against an overwhelming force. I doubt they would feel shame in defending their lady. They did their duty.
They died well.
Still
Indeed.
would have preferred to get some of them at least home.
Yes.
Certainly.
The burden of leadership is quite heavy sometimes.
Yeah. The burden of leadership is indeed heavy. That's why I did push Evie off the wall during the siege.
Nani?
That was me, by the way, just so you know. Anyway,
You have a story, don't you?
Thank you, Elizabeth, for telling your story.
I had to make a sacrifice.
Yes, thank you, Elizabeth.
But,
I can quickly just give you a small light punch if you like.
Huh?
Just so
is she alright?
I think she's staring him down.
No.
I think she's contemplating murder. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Oh, she's smiling.
Foreboding smile, is it not?
Whoa.
I am
Well-
listening
Anyway,
to this story, yes?
Oh man. Yeah, you should tell the story quickly, please.
I've been thinking on what to speak of.
Grip onto
But-
your waistcoat.
To tell my story would be here all night, so I will start with, as you mentioned, the most important aspect. I, as well, was also born in Astana, up in the Tengu provinces up north in the mountains. For those of you who might be unaware of my people and their culture, we are a very martial people, highly focused on loyalty, sacrifice, fighting for our Lord and our families, in honor, and in all things. I was born in a province called Kanazato, one of the few Tengu provinces left. I will not speak of my position in said province, nor... well, I guess I might have to for the sake of this, for context. I was born to a name I will not speak, but as the daughter... Oh, we walk. Sorry, sorry.
I'm listening.
Evie's up
I
there.
came up here so I don't have to sit on the ground. There's a stool up
I
here.
see. But I was born the daughter of my province's daimyo. Or he ruled. He was considered. We were considered noble by Drakengard and the High King. My upbringing was as you would expect of a noble, focused on a martial culture. Lots of studying, training disguised as play, socializing with other kids and adolescents of similar ages and position. But when I was 10, my father, he led a campaign against a rivaling province. For those of you who are not aware of the political and state of Drakengard when they are not fighting external forces, it is a very much multitude of smaller warring, or it is a multitude of smaller nations making up under the High King. There's
Sort of like a group
So
of
a
tribes.
dynasty.
yes, it is. It is. I do not know if the word dynasty is correct, but it is. You could imagine it as a multitude of tribes who do not get along,
Clans?
working. Yes, clans. Though
Clans.
clans is misleading, because you can have. My province had multiple clans made up of it. We were simply the head
Allied
clan,
forces.
the one in charge. Yes.
Yeah.
Regardless, we were. My father was, as the daimyo, heading a campaign against one of the local clans that I will keep unnamed. And during a crucial moment in battle, he fled. Left his troops behind, flew away, fled, and was never seen from again beyond his cowardice. To do such a thing amongst my people is one of the greatest taboos, one of the greatest dishonors you could bring about yourself and your family. So, when the battle was over, and word got back to the elders and the rest of the province and the village, the capital of our province, there was a great shift in how myself and my mother were treated. My father had dishonored our clan, and my mother and I were the only two left of the main line who still bore the name I shall keep quiet. There was talk of exile, talk of banishment, rumors of forced seppuku for herself and mine. But my mother, she decided that instead of risking ourselves, her, and most of all me, in the wilds off the mountains, I was too young to even properly fly off the mountain yet. I was only 10 at the time. The journey down in exile would have been perilous, to say the least, assuming we did not run into any bandits or others who wished to get rid of us permanently. My mother, knowing this, shed herself bare in front of the elders in the middle of the village and bowed her head in her wings and begged for the elders and Katsuro-sama, at the time who we suspected would be the new daimyo, to take me in, to spare me, that I was innocent, that a child's shame, just child should not bear as great a shame as their parents and their forebears. She begged for my life, begged for the elders and Katsuro-sama to take me in. And so public was her act that it swayed the political environment enough so that Katsuro-sama was forced to acquiesce. It would have been unshameful, or it would have been shameful and dishonorable to refuse such an earnest pleading. Highlighted by the fact that the next morning, myself and the house's servants found my mother in her room with her stomach split. Traditionally, she committed what we call seppuku in hopes of regaining and redeeming our family enough to have me be taken in. Katsuro-sama agreed upon seeing her last act, and henceforth I was his lord, a ward, mostly in name only. I was not treated as such, but my mother, I did not feel it at the time. I'm ashamed to say that in my ignorance and adolescence, I had presumed that she was a coward and abandoned me. It was only once I got later perspective that I realized what she had truly done. Katsuro-sama took me in and treated me not as a ward, but respectfully enough. I was there. I took care of affairs for his family and his household, guarded once I was old enough, taste tested their food and such, make sure there were no poisons and all. But that gets into the bit of the rest of my years in my village, and that is much too much to cover. Ultimately, though, I served under Katsuro-sama honorably and earnestly, despite the harsh tutelage. And eventually, when a Tengu becomes of age at 20 years, you are expected to earn your mask. Every Tengu who is considered an adult, a real Tengu, has a mask of sort. Usually it is given to you. Your first mask is given to you when you are an adolescent. I had mine taken away after my father's shame. But Katsuro-sama, in absence of exile, withheld my mask, cast it off, until I was of age and proved myself. Ultimately, I did earn a new mask, but am unwelcome amongst my people at this time through cultural reasons and his orders. I will not. That is a different story. There is much context, and I do not wish to talk too much of it. But I did eventually leave the village, and now I travel. The past 5 years, I have been to Azmith. I have been to Linden, and the islands of Suna and Yorn, and through the Jade Valley, and here and there, and in Drakia. And Leafside is my current place where I just am doing my travels. I'm sorry I got a bit scattered there. But yes, that is my, I won't say all of my story, but that is the most formative part. Indeed. That is the most formative moment of my life. My father's actions and what resulted. Nani? How long has my stream not been showing? Anyone in chat there? No! Oh my
He's covered in water.
Why
I
did that
realized I was on
happen?
Whisper.
Oh
It was
my
a
God.
barrel full of water. It's the one from your table inside the
Leilani,
lunch that she filled with
At
water.
least have it filled up with alcohol,
I
please.
can't believe that wasn't. I
I'll
hope someone else
refill
is
it,
streaming.
don't
I hope
worry.
someone else is streaming. I hope
Thank
someone else
you.
is streaming.
A very impressive story, actually. I enjoyed it, though it has its somber tones. It was very well put.
That was
Elegant.
one of the most important character moments I'll ever do with Hazuki. I can't believe that didn't get.
And how about you, Amaris?
I can't believe that wasn't
Alright.
recorded, dude. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna
we want
fucking
a
cry. I can't
pre-town
believe that wasn't.
story
Please
or
tell
an
me someone here is
after I
streaming.
came
Please,
here
please,
story?
please, 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 please,
I
please,
have a
please,
pretty
please.
good
Okay,
after one.
those two are streaming.
I
Oh,
came here
thank fuck.
story.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Actually, I
cry.
have it
I
quite
can't believe.
recently.
Why the fuck did it change
Oh,
name?
but everybody seemed to have done a pre-come to leave side.
Alright. I'll stick with the theme then.
Oh, I need to check my god.
A couple years before I came here, I would say that I lived under a rock. The most
Someone check the
exposure I would
VOD.
have
It
had
was
to the
totally
outside world was
recent.
free
and
companies
totally
and
cut all
adventures that
out.
we
I
get.
can't believe it. No.
It's to no one's surprise, though we live here, so sometimes that realism can fall off a little bit. The Vale is an alluring place, a mystery that is yet to fully be solved, why it is the way that it is, what things that can linger within it and only it.
Well, I think you've told me the story before.
Oh, well, actually, I might have. So,
I'd love to live
my
here together.
family,
Can't believe that happened.
my family,
So
who
fucking.
was researching the Vale, would make a living off of escorting people through the Vale, whether it be adventuring parties or grand companies. We would make our money by bringing people into the Vale, showing them around,
Enough
and teaching them the ways of things
to
there.
have me be taken.
However, at the time, masks like the ones we have here
Got to the
weren't
summer.
readily available or even really created. People came up
He
with
fled.
rudimentary ways to fight against the mist,
Left
but
his troops behind.
generally the way
flew
that we
away,
would try to minimize the effects was
fled,
a form of breathing.
was
It
never
would
seen
not
from
be
again
as
beyond
natural as us, how we breathe normally,
his
but it would be
cowardice.
a way to help
I'm leaving studio mode
not
on from now on. I can't believe
prevent,
it
but
happened. To do
keep
such
the
a thing,
effects
she decided.
at bay a little
He
bit
fled.
longer.
One, the
And
elders
of course,
and the rest
during
of
our
the province
time,
and the village.
I learned a lot about living off of the land. From roaming to different parts of the Vale at different parts of the years, to just how to interact with the spirits. hunting in and out of the Vale.
Don't worry
was
about
my
hearing other
life
people
for a
talk.
very
No one
long
was talking
time.
during that besides me.
I learned how to clean and fire my gun before I learned how to read some things. It's a very dangerous place. A place that demands respect. It's not truly for the faint of heart, and a lot of people have lost their lives there. I suppose that lifestyle still impacted on me. When I first came here, I couldn't even stay within the walls. It was claustrophobic. That's why I stayed in that purple tent out there by the Vale. That was my home for a very long time. And
If any of
I
you want to
suppose
see other POV of that talk,
why
go
I
to
came here is
one of those two streams. I don't know who would.
and why I've become so close to the Vale and why I'm so cautioned over people who go into it harkens back to an earlier time. There was a small group, a party of about 5 people.
I'm just thankful that it didn't get
Their names and
audibly cut off.
faces are almost all lost to me except for one. They were a young woman whose name is lost to the sands of time. They were a mage, a fire mage specifically. They were amongst their party, and they were like a bunch of other hopefuls. They wanted to find the secret of the Vale. They wanted to learn more, how to get more powerful, look at some of the ruins, you know, the typical what have yous and whatnots.
I forgive you.
But there's a problem that we encountered. For the most part, people we would have dealt with in the Vale that would have stayed there for too long, they would have suffered the average delirium, but they would have been anything from passable to a nuisance to a mild annoyance at the absolute worst. But as we were moving along a ravine, you could look down and the mist flowed like water. It was thick. You couldn't see the bottom. She slipped and fell in. Physically, she was well, but by the time we were able to actually get rope down and pull her up, the mist had already taken its effect. Much like how a river stream would wash away someone, the mist rolled over her. It didn't move her, but it immediately was like trying to search for somebody through a thick fog. When we pulled her out, there was a sensation that I immediately realized when I was looking at her. Something that doesn't linger within your subconscious, but something that's almost ingrained into every muscle, every fiber of your being. Something that screams at you, not through your mind, but through your body. Unbeknownst to me, but after we pulled her up in her state, I had closed the frizzen over my pan of black powder, and I had fully pulled the hammer back on my rifle. Fire magic in the Vale is incredibly dangerous to use. Not just because it's a forest, but because of its history. The Vale lives, it breathes. Yes. The Vale lives and it breathes. And I could tell very quickly that this person was losing their senses in a way that not myself nor the others were able to calm them down from. We were too far away to get out of the Vale, and this person was becoming more and more belligerent. So I leveled my rifle. And I took my first life. I shot them in the head. I attempted to make it painless, but nothing quite prepares you for seeing the exit wound of a musket ball exiting the back end of someone's skull. For a second, I couldn't move. None of us could. One of their more hot-tempered souls understandably, what I did was steal the life of a friend of someone's. For me, I eliminated a threat, and while I didn't take it lightly, for the others amongst them, I killed a friend. And one of them, a young man, lashed out at me. He attempted to argue his case in point, but I knew that the longer we stayed there and the more emotional he became, the faster the mist would claim him too. As he began to move towards me, I reached for my second and my third firearm, and I brandished them, and I pulled the hammers back. And it was there I realized that I was standing before a party of what was now roughly 4 people. We managed to calm ourselves. The others helped them to see reason. But ever since that day, my obsession with the veil, even though I no longer reside within it, I suppose still remains. My mother was not pleased when she heard I wished to leave. But in part, I wanted to get away from it. And yet, it's drawing me back. It's why I grow so fearful of people who wish to explore it, unprepared. It's why I've become so passionate for people like Clara, Snowbell. The Vale is a dangerous place. Incredibly dangerous. And I pray that I will never have to raise my rifle against a friend again.
Remember Elk?
How could I forget?
Everything in this town seems to have revolved around Elk at some point.
It is. And you know, this is probably a bad time to mention it, but I do have a scar from when you did shoot me when I was mind-controlled.
Yeah. Sorry.
Scars are
to
not
throw
to
a
be
wrench into
ashamed of.
things.
They tell stories.
What do you mean? You gave someone a scar. Scars are hot, aren't they?
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah. I
Some
guess
people
so.
find attraction in them,
Consider
yes.
Oh, depending on the scars. But
Well,
Scars,
because
Most
this
of
world
them-
is so martial, you know.
scars of
Scars
women
are
that didn't
race.
kill you. There's
I've
pride in
turned
it.
all of my
Exactly.
scars into tattoos, so
Well,
I just have littered with them.
all of these stories have been worthy of litany, in my opinion. Worthy of being told for ages to come. However, they were all so somber and sad. How about a joyous tale? One short, one super small, because it is getting oh so late.
I actually do have one.
I have one too. Does
Yes, they seem to be
everybody
sick
think of
now.
I'll be
one.
happy for a minute.
Oh, are we
Everybody
going
think
in
one.
a circle?
Everybody think of one quickly.
Give me a little bit.
Yes.
Brief.
In a circle
Okay.
again, but we're going to go another way.
I'm in that
Brief
same
half
wheel,
I can
so
tell
I'm
how
gonna
I
need a
earned my
second.
math. That would be a great story.
You're gonna need a second? Okay, okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I do have a good one. We can go the other way this time
I
if
think
we
I
want.
Yeah, we'll go this way, yeah.
opposite.
so as of recent, there has been a chimera issue. Basically, varying. There could be 2 people in one body, 3 people in one body, even 10 people in one body. My fucking arm is gone.
Perhaps there's a body in
It's
it.
the
And
chimera.
shut up. And
I
Damn, my
just-
arms
there
went
can
earlier,
be
but
multiple people could be in one body, and they had been something that had terrorized Ardmore. Something that had terrorized actually a very large portion of Erin.
I can't believe my
And-
visuals got cut off for that.
My wife.
There's got to be a way to confirm
Fiancé.
switching scenes or lock them.
She had dealt with Chimera before, prior, to the point where she saw the beauty within them.
I'm sorry,
and
chat,
made
for
sure
that earlier.
all of them
Watch
saw-
someone. At least the
all of them
audio is
saw
still there.
themselves as
No one
human,
else was
all saw
talking.
themselves as the people that they truly are. Jimothy was one of these Chimera long ago. And unfortunately, he was killed by the Wardens Guild.
I thought that was Jonathan. I thought his name was Jonathan.
Jonathan? I think I'm having,
Thought it was
am I
Jonathan.
having a stroke?
I think it was Jonathan.
We do have a doctor here if you are.
Thank you. Either way,
Bondulance.
Jonathan, thank you
We
for
have multiple
thank
doctors
you.
here.
Thank you for
Nani?
for making
Who?
me look so much
1, 2, 3.
you
Oh,
betrayal.
yes.
Would you
Either way.
rather her misname the child who's buried over there?
Out of character, I am so dumb. Please just leave me be.
How dare you? I'm just kidding.
How dare
You're
you?
fine.
Either way, Jonathan, he was killed by the Wardens Guild, and he was a child.
That was a
He
while
was getting
ago.
rowdy. Yes, it was. He was getting rowdy. He was being a child. And because he looked like a chimera, because he looked like an amalgam of flesh and bone and teeth, he was killed because of the way he looked. And the Wardens Guild wouldn't even let him be buried amongst the other
I have
graves.
heard of this.
And he had to be buried out on that strip of grass.
I have seen the grave, yes.
Yes. I replaced his flowers as early this morning. And recently the chimera business, the chimeras had upsurged, had become more and more of a problem. And, well, we took care of them. We flat out took care of them. And we made sure that a majority of them were saved because they were still people, and all of them could be calmed down. We took them to ruins, where we've been housing them ever since. It's been a month now, nearly. And ever since, no, 2 months now. And ever since those 2 months, I've been working on a treatment, a cure.
The one I stabbed you with.
The one that you stabbed me with. Well, that's only a part of the cure. Yes, I used myself as well as a friend of mine to gestate a cure, an aspect of a cure within me. It's basically something that made your body super malleable. There's actually a portion of it still in me. Watch this. And his skin kind of just tears a little bit. Yeah, but it's like
Boy or
it's super
girl?
malleable.
This is a really crazy hacky tale.
Yes. However, we utilized that on the chimera. We injected it with our blood that had the fully, well, concocted cocktail.
It's like reverse bloodletting almost.
Yeah, sure. And through a series of runes that were altogether worth roughly 200 gold, as well as a relium, we were able to separate each aspect of this individual that was in it. Travis, Dahlia, and William. That was their names. And all three of them were separated. And now they are resting in the medical bay.
That's those three?
You guys are assholes.
That is those three?
Huh?
That's
Yes.
them?
What?
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
That is the product of my work.
So
that
they are
I
becoming
pulled
cured.
those-
No, the three
And
people
they
now-
are
are
cured.
unconscious in the
Oh.
in a way.
Okay.
They
Oh,
they
wow.
were one at one point. Well, thank you. It brings me
Oh,
joy.
call us bringing
And
one in.
That is...
Yes.
I,
It brings me joy, and it proves to me that I'm not a fucking bad person through and through. That this isn't just me, that I don't just bring death into this world with the
You
thousands that I
don't
have
just
killed.
push people off of walls.
Shut the fuck up. That
You've done a very
am
honorable
good...
act.
I
remember when I
have.
first brought William in.
I respect it.
You fucking better. I've done it. I did it.
Your
And I made
confidence is
sure to...
astounding.
Thank you. I pushed everybody who wanted to work on this away because I needed to prove to myself
Off the wall,
that
perhaps?
I could do this.
Sorry.
Don't get cheeky now.
Okay.
I apologize.
Yes,
that was
I
uncalled
pushed,
for.
I pushed
It was
her off
too-
the wall.
It's okay.
I also
I thought
pushed
it was
Tyrion
fine.
off the wall. It's only because they deserved it. Either way, it's proof.
pushed Tyrion
It's
off the
fucking
wall
proof
today.
that I'm not a shitty
It was
person
funny.
through and through. That I don't
He
just
also
bring
punched
death
you
into this
twice.
world, and I will be bringing in nearly thousands of more lives into this world because they were taken away,
Sorry.
and I'm going to give them back. So that's a joyous occasion.
That is.
How
I will
much-
drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
To briefly
I
add
don't
to
They're
have
not
that,
even. They're not even paying
Imagine I
attention.
do.
I stabbed him twice.
All right. They're not even paying attention. They don't give a shit.
Thank you
We
for saving my
can't.
kid.
Sorry, we were discussing more people being pushed off of ledges because you brought the topic.
we found William.
My
He
opinion has
was
never
most
been favored
Chimera.
on you.
They lose all ability, all sapience. They
This one you
Killing
told
them
me
first.
about, right? The one
Yes,
the
so
child
the-
who maintained their psyche.
So
sort of.
no,
that
no,
was
no.
Jonathan, but
Jonathan.
William was
Yeah,
a
that was
different.
Jonathan.
William was a different case. We found William recently in the ruins in the
Yes.
Vale after dealing with a cult out there.
One
The
who had
ones that I
escaped.
spoke.
Yes.
Yes. We found him there, and he was able to draw his name in a rock there in the dirt. That's how we discovered him, and Otto was able to sit and speak to him and convince them to come back with us. Otto's done a lot of good,
Hey,
I respect it.
and I have high hopes for him.
I feel if it weren't for you and Flora, then things probably would have turned out a lot worse for the
Most definitely.
for them.
for them as well as the entire town. If Flora and I weren't around, you better believe that this place would have been on fire.
Hmm.
It already
Again,
is on fire multiple times.
but
It is, but it
It
would.
could be more on fire.
I hope
It
to not
could be
add
more
to that.
fire.
speaking of happy stories, though,
I have faith that you won't.
I appreciate it.
this
Please.
was actually recently after I came to the town. I was still living in my tent out there.
Ooh, is it
But-
about Violet? Is it about Violet?
Something specific with her, though. Yeah.
Oh.
So this goofy woman came to town. She had quite the passion for fire. But she was an outsider. She was
is a
a
good
escaped
tool.
slave from Azmith. And she wound up coming to town, didn't know how to really read or write, and all in all was just trying to find her home. She had been suffering a few conditions mentally, partially from her time as a slave, partially from some substances forced upon her to take, and the withdrawal, I suppose, of it. She hadn't had the greatest time finding settlement here until she came here to town. And I offered her to stay with me in my tent, as it wasn't within the town and it was out and about. But she accepted. From there, I helped teach her how to read and write. We would watch the Veil together. We went on some of our first missions together recently, after I joined. We went on our first mission together. And then the town hosted something called the Flower Festival.
Oh,
And-
the flower festival. Oh, the flower festival.
There's a tradition with the Flower Festival where you're supposed to invite someone you like to go with you on a date. Now, me, I was a shut-in that had probably huffed enough Veil air to make me completely lose most of my senses, if we're being completely transparent. I'm still lingering, having those effects linger. But I figured, what the fuck? So I asked
Shoot
the
your
woman that is now my fiance to accompany me to the town's little festival.
Wait,
And
that's
she
when I
was
asked
my date.
Flora. Oh my god! Are we?
Oh my God.
Do we both have fiancés?
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the same festival?
Because of the same festival, yes.
Get it?
How
Yeah.
You're
fitting.
gonna have a double marriage now.
Although one of
Like
you
a
took a
double
lot
date,
longer
but
to
you're
bend the
getting
knee.
married.
What?
One of you
But
took a
yes.
lot longer to bend the knee and propose.
Shut the fuck up.
But
Not
I'm
an
shy.
answer at
Just
the
light
end.
teasing. Light teasing.
Shy.
It
I'm shy.
it was also there, though, that I realized something else. One of the reasons I left this Veil nomadic lifestyle is because I wanted community. For the most part, the researchers or otherwise that would come would stay for anywhere between a week to 6
Alexa,
months.
raise
to maybe
temperature
a
1
year at
degree.
the absolute most if it was a large operation. But I got tired of it. I'd make friends, but then they'd all just be gone within the next couple of months or even sooner. It was a revolving door that I just couldn't stop. So when I
What's a
heard
revolving door?
about door that's, but you know,
I think I've seen one or two of them in London at some high-class establishments.
They're for rich people. I hate them. They're confusing, and I don't know how to work with them.
it was.
I
It was an
remember I
ever-spinning
had to
wheel
follow a
of
noble
fun.
once and I got
That
stuck in
sounds
one.
great.
Me too.
You were saying.
You were saying. You were saying.
I heard about the exploits of the Wardens of Leafside, who actually were, I think, possibly having just gotten done dealing with the Jonathan situation. Because they were dealing with the cult back then.
Yeah.
So, I, much against my mother's wishes, I saw the town and I said, what, people, community, they like live there and stuff, and I want friends and stuff. And Mom was like, nothing good ever comes from... And their mom was like, nothing good ever comes from Leafside, you stupid bit. And I said, no, I'm going there anyways.
That's
And I
exactly what you
said,
said. I was
That's
there.
mother.
fuck you,
No daughter of mine is gonna go.
No daughter of
find
mine's gonna live in a
community
silly. And
You're dating a woman! No!
I can understand being gay, but race mixing! Sorry.
Oh my god!
Very real, very real.
I can understand you being gay, but race mixing is the craziest fucking thing I think I've heard in Warden. Oh my fucking god.
Sorry. In fairness.
Very real. For
All
this world we
satire,
live
all
in.
satire.
Tang, you
all
do have a
satire.
stigma
No.
against marriage outside our kind. So
For what it's worth, to be very clear, because my mother does still sometimes show up here. She's a lovely woman who is fully supportive of me with my
Your mom's hot, too.
fiance.
just don't marry a
God
different
damn it.
race.
Are you trying to say she's evil?
He's probably evil.
She I will say, for as supportive as she is with me and Violet, she was not supportive of me leaving. She genuinely thought that nothing good can come from the conflicts and the turmoil and all the garbage that came from, I suppose, being a part of the greater world as a whole. She thought just sticking to her simple lifestyle was best. And in a way, I don't actually fully fault her, having been here for a while, but I have learned that sense of community that I've wanted. There's a lot of wonderful people here that I wouldn't give up knowing for almost anything, I'd say.
Even me?
You do that again and we'll see. Oh, no, I want to go back. Alright. But just, that's my happy story. I got a lot and more
Dissolve
from
into
the
the
town.
ground and turn into a tree to escape him.
Hey, when that happens. Your mask story.
Yes.
Maybe.
That is. I have other stories, but that is probably the most to lighten up
First
my
time you
previous.
kissed a woman.
I've never kissed a woman.
What?
What? Oh my god.
A little
I don't
while ago.
believe
you gave me the energy.
I don't even believe I'm
You just
gay.
have kissed a woman. Are you not?
That-
what
that's
the
right.
fuck? Alright.
What made you?
Yeah.
Otto, you can't just assume stuff like that.
I thought they were gay.
I've never thought of
Yeah.
relationships until
They
I
never
guess
did- they never did
yesterday
have
when one of the
emotions,
guards
so
hit on me and wanted dinner.
You're not.
Oh, you got us out.
No.
Yes, I forget
For
her
what
name.
it's worth, you are pretty.
You are pretty. You are pretty. No, you gotta tell us. You gotta tell us about it. You gotta tell us about it. Who asked you out?
This fucking
Um,
guy.
What is their name?
Shut the fuck up.
They are one of the blonde guards, short hair. Very much a
Oh
flirt.
my, with the red eyes.
Yes.
Oh, she's newer, I think.
Oh my god.
She also
Anyway,
seems like
continue,
quite the
continue,
flirt, so I don't know if it's special. But also, I am pretty sure I am not gay. I have never considered romance of any kind, to be honest.
Huh.
It's,
It would make sense if you knew the entirety of my story. You would. I've not had much time or opportunity for it. Regardless, my story on how I eventually re-earned a new mask.
All right.
So context again, just a little bit. I had my mask taken because of my family's dishonor, which culturally makes me not really a Tengu at the time. You don't have full rights. You are not one of the group. But traditionally, adolescents have half masks, either only covering their mouths or only their eyes. And once they come of age, at 20, you earn a full mask by... either doing something of great honor, but more traditionally, fighting, investing a masked Tengu. Be it a sensei, a warrior, a guard, anyone with else with a mask, which is everyone. Because we were all trained.
So
And
wait,
so-
do the elders of your clan have masks?
Everyone does, yes. It is
Everyone.
it is
So-
seen as a sign of great dishonor and perhaps crime and not belonging to not have a mask of some kind.
And you said that if you beat somebody with a mask, you get your own mask.
If you are Tengu, yes.
So does that mean that if you're like a very, very lively 15-year-old Tengu, or something along those lines, and you ran hands with a senile like 60-year-old
That's
Tengu,
so fucked up.
They
would that
you
work?
cannot just assault.
Get
You
your
can
mask.
you cannot just assault a Tengu. No, it has to be a public duel that both sides accept. It has to be. You cannot just take
Could you accept
someone's
it out of
mask.
pity if you're like if you're like dying of like a
Be one of the boys.
You could-
Otto's gonna go up and kick someone's shins and say, "Give me
Could you,
this."
If
could
the
you
elder
beat somebody
Tengu
who's
in
like, if-
question agreed,
I feel like Otto
then
would be
yes,
okay
you
then.
could.
So if they're like bedridden and so old and everything like that,
They must be able to duel.
Duel, Otto.
They must be able to
Just
duel.
like go to like
No.
Get your mask.
Ultimately,
And push it down a mountain cliff.
ultimately, the daimyo or chief or head of your clan or someone in a position must recognize the duel.
Must recognize the duel, so you can't push Grandpa's wheelchair down a cliff.
No.
Peepaw, no. Peepaw, yes.
No, I have not heard any tales of any elderly Tengu being pushed off the cliffs of Astana to earn your mask.
You just imagine though, they wheel out like grandpa out on the fucking wheelchair, and you're like, alright, this is gonna be easy. Then he stands up and cracks his neck.
Oh, that's horrifying.
The elder Tengu in my village were quite good warriors. I could see that happen. Yes.
Anyway, continue your story. Continue your story.
I was actually gonna ask, have there ever been circumstances where those who are not Tengu could earn a mask?
Not that I have ever heard of. No.
Just a curiosity.
I have not heard of any honorary Tengu or.
He loves masks. He's also single, did you know?
That's not... What? Hold...
I did not know that first thing. Regardless, to save Len some embarrassment, I will continue my story.
Len is single, and he's been for a while.
Let's not talk about his relationship life.
Not the time to mention that. Not the time to mention that.
Shall I
Please,
fetch
not the
Asriel
time to
some?
mention that.
I do not wish to wake them.
This man needs
I will continue my story to save Len some embarrassment.
Yes, yes.
Please continue.
Anyways,
Hootie. I think I heard a
No
hootie
bitches.
instance.
regardless, so traditionally, you would, you could potentially do what you had suggested theoretically, but it would
That's
not
so
be seen as legitimate or honorable as doing it the
Future is
normal
now,
way.
old man.
So, traditionally, one would ask their sensei or whoever taught them as a form of final test, or they would ask, perhaps not their father for fear of nepotism, though it has not been unheard of, but they would ask a cousin or someone else of repute in martial or combat skills especially, hence senseis and such. So, normally,
Len, that's how you're
again,
gonna date now. If you want to date,
But-
you're gonna have to beat me in a fight.
my situation was more complicated than most, considering my lack of a mask and my lack of honor. I did not have a half mask. I was not seen really as Tengu. So I had to give some little context, I had to prove myself in the eyes of my people to even get the right to take the trial, so to speak. I had to prove to my sensei and prove to Katsuro-sama that I deserved it. So I did such through honorable service to Katsuro-sama, faithful service, doing as he wished. And eventually, the village as a whole, while still viewing me with dishonor, was not opposed to me taking a challenge. Katsuro-sama, though, considering my lack of mask and my family's dishonor, felt it would only be fair to, in order to regain myself in the Tengu's eyes, to not fight one other Tengu, but 3.
3?
Yeah, hi. So
3 wheelchairs.
he assigned
wheelchairs.
Yorimoto Sensei my
Did you live?
No, I did not actually. Yes, I lived.
Oh man.
This is it will be a happy story. That is the point. It is probably that moment I am most proud of. Yorimoto Sensei, Kenta-sama, or Kenta-chan, Kenta-sama. Look back home weirdly, and one other. Kurabane. She was a spear. She wielded the Naginata type of spear. My people. She was the Naginata master in the village. So I had to fight 3 experienced warriors and one of my own peers, back to back, without pause. What is he doing?
They're being a freak.
They're dueling. If you can't see, they have their flips aimed at each other. I am. Shit. I was 2 seconds away from stepping into the middle of that because I didn't want you to shoot each
You
other.
guys are freaks.
So, swear to God. Which means
I
I
have 3 more.
Oh my God.
Please don't shoot a gun next to my head.
Next bullet.
Sick,
Next
sick.
bullet.
I'm so
Sit
sorry
down.
for them.
Sit down.
Magic.
Sit down. Sit down.
Magic. Magic.
Sit down. Lens. I'm gonna come and eat that gun. Come here.
Jesus Christ, I don't have any more bullets.
Come the fuck
Sorry.
here. Come the
You
fuck here.
were saying.
You fire that. You fire that. You fire that. You fire
Shall I wait for?
I just had to shoot at my son. I apologize.
Horrible thing you could ever do. Why would you do? Why would you?
Wish my father shot me. It would have been less hurtful than what he did.
Oh dear.
No, you
don't.
That is not.
I've had
that is not a
worse.
thing you should say.
I've
Wait,
had
wait,
worse.
wait, wait.
Welcome back.
If you'd like.
Wait.
But I was saying, as I was saying, Yorimoto Sensei was one of my most brutal instructors. To give a little back context, at one point when doing my aerial combat training, he dislocated one of my wings mid-flight, and I crashed off the mountain, and I had 10 minutes to get back up. When I did not succeed, he upped my training. Regardless, he was one of my final opponents. Him, Kurabane-san, and Kenta-sama, who was Katsuro-sama's son, an old childhood friend of mine. Regardless,
I've gone off more than 4.
Katsuro-sama felt that because of my dishonor, I should fight 3. So, he was expecting me to lose. To give a little more context, it requires a lot of context, I'm sorry. Katsuro-sama did not like me. I learned this throughout time. He did not...
I don't blame him.
I will ignore that. He felt I was a threat to his power and position as the new daimyo, considering my family had ruled for more than 500 years in our province. His attempt at exile was, early on with my mother, was an attempt to get rid of me.
I gotta go to bed.
So, good night.
Good night, Edie.
Oyasumi.
Night.
Oyasumi-nasai.
I'm gonna go work on 16
Same for
different
me.
letters.
Take care.
Don't-
Have a good night, you two.
Regardless.
We've been telling you stories for a while.
Yes. I'm sorry that this wasn't a long one, but like I said,
No,
it's a lot of
take all the
content.
time you need. Now there's less
So-
to get to.
I suppose. Yorimoto was my first opponent, and I was to face all 3 back-to-back in a duel over in the village. Because Tengu, when we fight, we fly most of the time, so that can make the duels very unconstrained. So the village as a whole was our battleground for the most part, as long as we did not damage or hurt any uninvolved individuals. It was always a spectacle when someone earned their mask. So, Yorimoto, he was my first opponent. He was very, very skilled with his katana. He was faster than me, and he was more skilled than me. But through being familiar with his fighting style and training with him most of my life, I was able to best him. He was not earnestly trying to kill me. These are duels meant to signify that you are ready among Tengu society. They are not meant to be death matches. So, he kept it to an appropriate level. I would not say it was an easy fight, but it was...
You're supposed to do that?
It was not easy.
Remember
They
I
did not
beat the
hold
shit out of
back,
you
but
at
it is not...
Kayak Island?
No, I earned some scars that fight. It was very much... I was in peril, but it was not a bloodlust-filled rage. Like it was not meant to be the death, but death was not uncommon. Is sort of phrase. I bested him through...
Not a survival thing.
Through familiarity with his fighting style, and I had bested him in spars before. I was quite an apt student, so to say. I will not lie, I am quite skilled in my commands techniques.
This guy tooting on horn.
Yes. I have earned my skills. I dispatched Yorimoto
Goddamn, she's confident.
appropriately. Well, you have to be when you're facing overwhelming odds.
Damn, aura! She has aura too!
We engaged in a locked, sword duel in the air over the town square, where I dispatched him relatively quickly with, I feinted and was able to kick him in the mask and knock him into one of the buildings nearby, which was considered a success. I had pretty skillfully and overwhelmingly bested him in his attempts. Immediately after, Kurobane-san charged at me with her spear. She was very skilled at restricting movement, restricting my ability to fly away. Spear strikes are very good at threatening wings, because it is hard. Your wings are generally longer than your arms, and so it is harder to block a wing in flight.
When you're deflecting as well, frontal attacks, you're usually
Indeed.
going from side to side.
Her technique was very much to ground opponents and use her height and her reach to her advantage. At one point, she had almost eliminated me and knocked me off the cliff's edge and beat me down. But I was able to gain altitude over her and slam her into the ground through overwhelming force. That is one of the weaknesses of a Naginata. You cannot bear weight, and once someone gets close, it is harder to fight back. So I got in as quickly as I could. And then, immediately after, there was Kenta.
Trust me, I know.
Kenta was an old childhood friend of mine before my father's shame. He was Katsuro-sama's son, and after what had happened, he changed his behavior toward me. He was much more hostile and distant. And then I hesitated, I'm ashamed to say, at the beginning of that fight, because I saw Kenta-san as he was in our friendship. But he came earnestly at me, more intensely than Kurobane-san or Yorimoto-sensei. It was clear from the beginning he intended to kill. Through his demeanor and his bloodlust. I suspect his father ordered it. Regardless, he was skilled, very skilled. To the point where I was not sure I could win after fighting two other opponents and already being injured. So, after one particularly bad clash that left me with this wound right here. It's hard to see in this light, but I have a scar across in my armpit. I surged away and decided it was time to reveal my magic. Magic in Tengu culture is considered for outsiders. It is not a martial skill. It is considered
taboo.
Lesser. Not taboo. I would not go to the extremes and say taboo, but more as undervalued. I had discovered my affinity when I was young and trained.
A fire affinity in Astana?
Yes, quite rare.
Very rare.
But regardless, I trained. I am primarily actually an archer.
That is what I consider my most prideful skill set.
Versatile
And
skill
so,
with the blade yet.
say again?
Capable of the blade
Yes.
as well.
Yes, very. I am skilled with many weapons. But archery is my focus. So, eventually, well, through training, I had learned how to focus my mana in spells and develop spells meant around archery. All self-taught and in secret, because it was, seen as lesser and no one would teach me. Not that there were any fire mages in my village regardless, but even magic as a subject was considered lesser. But that fight with Kenta was, I decided, when I would reveal myself. After I had pushed away from him after that particularly bad clash, I sheathed my sword, drew my bow, and pulled my spell back. And this was the first time anyone in my village had seen me cast any magic. And from that surprise, I had staggered Kenta-san. He hesitated. He froze. And in that moment, I struck and launched a bolt of fire and struck him right in the mask and shattered it. Caught him completely by surprise. Downed him, tumbling off the mountain. An overwhelming victory on my part. My proudest moment, almost, I would say.
Oh.
I had bested 3 fully fledged warriors of my clan and of my people. And in the eyes of Tengu and the rest of the province, without a shadow of a doubt, earned my mask back and regained, perhaps not my family's honor, but my own personal honor.
What more could you want?
And on top of that, I had... There's a bit of a cultural... what is the word? Niche? Or tidbit of Tengu culture. In a fight, if you break... Yes, if you break another Tengu's mask in a fight as well as win, it is seen as an even greater victory and an even greater defeat on the receiving and victorious party. So, in breaking that mask, I had basically guaranteed...
Humiliated him.
I had humiliated Kenta-san, and in the process, his clan, and considering he was the heir to the daimyo position through his father, Katsuro-sama. Katsuro-sama, who already disliked me and wanted me gone. So, in retaliation, when Katsuro-sama returned with my mask, this mask, he presented it to me before taking it back and striking it with the flat of his blade, shattering it. Doing to me what I had done to his son.
Petty bitch. Fuck that guy.
Yes, it could be seen as petty. In the process, and in doing so, considering he was daimyo, he was my lord, that was as clear a sign as any that I was unwelcome in the province and amongst the Tengu. I was exiled from our lands. But I was recognized as Tengu. I did earn my place amongst my people. If it is not ironic, though, that I was at the same moment exiled. That is why I wander and travel, because I have been exiled from my people, and now I wish to travel around, help who I can, and make a name for myself.
Damn.
But that is my proudest
Such
moment.
skills.
Besting 3 Tengu warriors, one of which was earnestly trying to kill me in an attempt to some political maneuvering on his father's part. And in the process, redeemed myself in my people's eyes.
You're good at telling stories.
Oh, truly, I felt I was being a bit clumsy. Thank you.
It's not a matter of being clumsy. Sure, it might have been a few interruptions, maybe a little bit of clumsiness. It's a matter
All
of
in good fun.
Yeah,
emotions.
interruptions, huh? Mr.
I want to beat
Gunbattle.
the
I apologize if it was
I-
overly long. It's just not many people are familiar with the cultural idioms and situation with my people, considering our remoteness and our
Not as good
isolation.
on you.
You have a chair in your
So
bedroom.
it requires much context.
Okay,
The context
fine.
is
Go
more
fuck
than
yourself.
appreciated.
Guess I won't cunt till you lay. Fuck.
No, you beat me over the head with your fucking
Cuntily.
magic.
That is a word.
You're standing in the fire. Oh,
I am
Oh
fine.
no!
I don't.
Oh no! I didn't
don't-
mean you had a chair in your there.
Oh yeah, I
bedroom. I
forgot
mean,
you
had
have
a
like
chair.
the thing under your shirt.
There you go, chat. That's most of Hazuki's backstory. Most of it, not all of
Are
it.
you stupid?
No, it's just.
I have many stories to tell on my travels, but those are the two most important to me.
Rawr.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
hearing more of them.
Rawr.
So no
I would-
stories
I
of
would
rolling
tell-
Peepaw down the wheelchair off.
No.
People off
No.
the cliff.
Oh dear.
Did anyone
No.
try?
I would tell a joyous.
We did not have these
tale
wheelchairs amongst my people. You are talking of the thing that Gobby was flying around in today, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, the
how about
wheelchair,
wheels on a
yes.
bed? Did anybody wheel the bed off the cliff?
Not yet.
How would,
No.
how would we just take their geriatric body and just
If you were
throw
to
it
wheel a
off the
Tengu
cliff?
off a cliff, they would just fly. So it might be a flawed situation regardless.
What if they were bedridden?
If they were
If they're strapped
bedridden.
to the bed.
If they were strapped to
You
the bed.
guys-
You
You guys are
we have
really like holding on to the bedridden part.
we have more
Dude,
honorable ways
The
of
men-
ending
the
ourselves
mental-
if we
the
wish to do
mental
so.
image. Well, I don't know why, but for some reason the idea, and this isn't to make light of
A
of the
screaming
people
old
or
man
the,
off a cliff.
not to make light of your people, your culture, but just for some reason, just the image of what it is. You have become of age. You have trained. You have learned, and you have like practiced under all these things, and then it just
I'm gonna go kill Grandpa!
Grandpa's weak.
Well,
Grandpa's
I'm sure there have been odder ways to die in
Peepaw's
battle
a burden on
than
the
being
food
rolled off a
system.
cliff.
Oh no, people heard me. I'm sorry.
And this isn't insensitive.
Sorry, Pipa,
it's- we're-
you have dishonored the family. You must go. You are too weak to commit seppuku, so you must take flight once more for the final time.
I need you to fight my child who's on Adderall. You are going
Adderall?
down.
Is that a form of medicine? Adderall?
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
sure.
yes, it
I
is
take
a
it all
form
the
of
time.
medicine.
We
yeah.
gave
Anyway.
them a stick. The stick explodes.
We gave these two unsupervised children who are like Nepo babies and desperately
Nepo
need their
babies?
masks. Don't worry about it.
No. Did somebody say boom?
Either way,
Oh, God.
we need to keep this short. It is 12:44, almost in the AMs. What's a happy
If we do
memory
have
of
a
yours?
hunt tomorrow. don't
Quickly, speed round.
There was a story that I would have told that was happier, but I felt that it wasn't the best time to say it. But you know, I'm going to say it. When I was younger, I was around 5 or 8.
Baby.
I.
Sorry, go on.
How dare you?
He was a baby. We should kick his ass for it.
You were a baby once.
I was a baby once. Man, that's so insane.
No fucking way, guys.
crazy.
You're not gonna believe it.
That's crazy.
All babies? That motherfucker came from an egg.
No, I did not. Just
That's
because
so
I am a
fucked.
Tengu does not mean I come from an egg.
I was
You have
born in a lab.
not. You do not understand how many times I have heard that comment about birdfolk and Tengu.
It's probably not a good stereotype.
Many a bandits before I
came
slew
from an
them.
egg.
You came from a. Okay.
No, you did not.
You did not tell me that.
Yeah, they dropped the egg.
Fuck you.
Dropped as a baby. That explains much.
I'm just imagining they drop the egg and it shatters, and you're just there with like a top hat and cane doing like a little like dance.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
exactly.
They rolled the egg off a cliff in a wheelchair.
Send me a message through the live.
Hello,
In my past life, I was an old man and I was wheeled off a chair. Some kid got a mask for it.
Perhaps you were an older Tengu.
When I woke up, it was really dark, but there's this firm figure on me, so I had to break out of it.
Anyway.
Some Nepo
Yes,
baby.
let's tell you a story.
Childhood.
Some Nepo baby needed a...
My childhood
Was not a
Yes,
very
sorry,
pleasant
Lance.
one growing up.
Yes.
I was ostracized from my people due to being labeled as a demon child. Even now, my name, Lens, was not given out of kindness. The actual, in my tribe's language, I was called the Lens of the Sun. Days were boring. I was put into a cabin all by myself, not allowed to really associate with anyone.
Oh, so raise temperature 3
Not
degrees.
exactly similar to your story, but more so of the effects of my father was a chieftain.
I bet I could give it to your dad.
I'm familiar with being ostracized due to some sort of dishonor or situation. Many in the village would
Oh
not.
god, I have a story for you guys after this.
My father
Getting
blamed me for
tired.
my mother's death when I was born. It's
I'm getting sleepy too.
I'm blaming
either way. Moving on. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Growing up, life was boring until I was around 5 or 8. I can't remember the exact age of when it happened. When I was exploring in the sand, because most of the time, without anything to do, I would collect seashells. Seashells that washed on our little island were gorgeous at times. Beautiful. I stumbled
Everyone's
upon a
trappers are dying.
body. Yeah.
Happy
Rather.
Sorry.
No, it's a happy story.
Happy story.
I assure you.
looted his pocket and he had it.
Happy stories have sad endings, and sad stories have happy endings, generally.
Was the dead body Peepaw?
No, actually, surprisingly no.
Was it under a
It's not
cliff?
Peepaw.
Was it under a cliff?
It was
coming
some
together with this.
It is our in joke, I
it was
believe
some
is the term.
random gentleman. He looked half passed out, half like full of water, and even though not much had been done, I grabbed a stick and I poked at the body, thinking it was
Oh
dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
As a child
it
would do.
happened.
Don't forget to say that he was roguishly
child.
handsome as well.
Were you the...
Some fucking Nepo baby dropped a
No,
mask.
no.
Shut the fuck up.
See, he looked like a normal human, so I didn't really think much. I thought he was actually dead, washed up. Normally, bodies don't wash up ashore on my island. Very remote. I don't even think my island appears in the map of the Summer Isles. I'm
It
actually
doesn't.
realizing it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I've been to the Summer
Um,
Isles, but obviously
very
not
nice
this
there.
unmapped location.
It's my island is a rather small but beautiful place. I think you do.
The
Have fun.
entirety
in
of that
Castaway?
area is very beautiful. I miss it sometimes.
Either way, poking the body with the stick, I had come to realize that the body was moving, and very much. I didn't want to say it, but I think they were drunk at the time, but they definitely weren't drunk. I wasn't
Classic
that
Suna. I will not say I'm surprised.
Classic.
Probably
classic
drunk
Suna,
and fell off the
yes,
ship, did he
yes.
not?
I think he fell off the ship while doing some sort of dastardly deed. I don't remember the exact.
Perhaps while
name,
drunk.
or possibly I remember. Perhaps while drunk. I woke.
I was-
yeah,
I
he
was
woke
drunk while
up
doing it,
just. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. As soon as he woke up, he immediately said, "Go away, kid," and then threatened to quite literally tear out my spine.
Oh.
To which I
like a pirate.
you want to know? Yeah, you want to know what exactly I did?
You tear out
Hit
his
him with
spine?
the stick. Nope, he fucked off, it looks like.
You fucked up?
Yep, yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
I
excuse my language.
started walking away, just like, no, you don't have to tell me twice.
Drink is
Don't
getting to
have
me.
to tell me twice. He immediately started groveling for mercy.
Wait.
Oh,
God fuck.
I should have
look,
expected
look,
as much from a dishonorable scum such as a pirate.
I wouldn't say
Get
he's
lost, kid.
dishonorable.
Oh,
Definitely.
I'm sorry for presuming. I am. The drink is getting to me. I think I am very predispositioned
you're
towards
perfectly fine.
pirates my bad.
Please, by all means, you're
I'm-
perfectly fine.
This is some
Dastardly
bullshit.
man doing dastardly deeds, but certainly not a pirate and certainly not evil.
Hopefully not done.
Hey,
Hmm.
Wait, were you this man?
I'm talking about some.
yes, it was
I'm
me!
talking.
Really?
Fucking asshole!
Some dastardly man who totally was not all that handsome. He used to have actual.
I
He
was
used to have
handsome.
a body that was not. Yeah, his body wasn't like that before.
Wild.
I'm trying to
That
figure out
person-
if like this is actually Otto or if this is a bit.
I believe it's Otto.
No, this is
No.
true.
This is
This is
Otto.
a true story.
This is true.
It's true, it's true.
This gentleman, by all means, decided to stay for about a year. He was heavily injured, recovering, and he taught me things. Many things about the world that left me starstruck.
I shot him once.
You did shoot him once.
A lot of people shot me once. You're not fucking special.
Shall I get in line? No,
Yeah, well, it
I
was
kid. I
important to
just.
me.
Careful though, the Euro might actually
No,
hurt him
you-
real bad.
You're not a-
I wouldn't
you're not a
use
real
fire.
member
I
of
don't
the
use
town till you
fires
shoot
in
Otto at
stars.
least once.
That's so fucked. It's a rat
You would be scared to
As long
fight
as you
me.
don't hurt him, I'd appreciate it.
I would
Wouldn't
not
win.
go
You wouldn't
100%.
last.
I believe Otto is Peepaw.
With a few things, the year had gone by, and
Yeah, he hatched.
he had defended me. He had defended me against many of the people who chastised me and called me a demon child. He, after a bit of time, started explaining different things of the world, saying to never go near a brothel, which I still follow to that day,
That is fair.
until one day
I have
he...
spent more time in a brothel than the public education system.
Careful now,
Public
you have a fiance
education
now.
system?
Well, at least the Aaron one.
I wouldn't know much about that.
Yeah, I guess some bigger cities do have schools. that they
You're a fucking
let us go
troglodyte.
to. You were saying them, son.
You sound like one too.
Simplest thing of happy story and keeping it short.
Good egg boy.
The stories and lifetime that he gave me for that year that he was there. He's what led me to wanting to actually explore outside of the world that I lived in. The small bubble that is that island. He's what led me to finding my first patient, my first death. And
Sorry.
you're what led me to here, Otto.
I know.
Did you two travel together, or did you by
No.
happenstance meet
he
back
was-
up here?
No. In fact, I broke into a morgue in order to find him.
What were you doing in a
Oh.
morgue?
No,
dead,
he
probably.
wasn't. He wasn't
Oh.
in a morgue. No,
Being
he wasn't in a
dead.
morgue. He killed someone, and I was following the
Oh.
traces that he had left on that body.
Did you know
I've-
it was him?
It was most certainly him who did it. But the people in the guards who were after me didn't know that. They just thought that someone broke into the morgue.
Fair.
To which
guards
then
that
I was
weren't
picked
even
up
worth
by
a
the
cent.
mafia. Is Slate a mob boss? Slate's a mob boss, right?
Slate was one of the best fucking mob bosses in Barghast, and you should give respect on her name. Miss Slate to you.
No, she seemed to enjoy my company. She said that I could call her Slate.
Which is fucking bullshit, by the way. I spent like a year there trying to get her fucking favor, and you got it in
She
like less than 3 days.
She found me funny and
She had an affinity for Twinks.
completely
that's it.
hopeless. What?
He is cute though.
He is. But you wanna know what's the worst thing about that story? I left 400 gold. 400 fucking gold.
I thought you said it was
For
600.
you.
Yeah,
I thought the worst part of that story would have been you begging for your life on a beach.
Is that the money that we went to go get that one time where I actually wore like a fitting green dress for the first time like ever?
You looked amazing, by
No,
the way.
he had stolen the money from the ship that he fell off of, and quite literally, he decided to bury it underneath the shack that I lived in. And that shack literally broke down during a hurricane, so that gold is literally just hiding in the sand. So
Tides. Yeah, no. It's there. It's there.
It's there. There's literally a treasure trove of 600 gold in on my island of Kayak.
Oh.
What can you do?
Certainly not pay you off that 600
In
gold.
some ways,
That's
more
certainly not-
trustworthy than a bank.
It certainly is. I'm never going back to my island.
Mm.
So,
So
and
did
how
you
about
two know?
Fred?
How did you meet back up? You was at that morgue. So pure chance you sought him out. Was this at
I
Leafside?
followed. In Cyrillina, there are
Yes.
certain things that happened. I became a sort of a, for lack of better terms, back alley surgeon. I actually started helping people of the
When was
less nature.
You started following me when I killed
Around
that
when I
student
was 18.
diplomat, right?
How old are you now?
Yes, I saw someone die. I saw
He's
it
not
in
that
the news, and I was like, I recognize that.
He's
pattern.
early 20s.
How long ago were you in Cyrillina?
Cyrillina? From Cyrillina, I was there for about 3 years, so 18, 19, 20, until I was
How old
20.
are you now?
Then I'm around 22, 23 now.
You
23.
tracked my shit in a span of 3 fucking years? What? I thought you had more time!
If you were in Cyrillina 3 years ago. Oh, I was in the area at the time. Small world.
Very small world.
I passed through Cyrillina a few times in my
Could you
travels.
believe it?
I was trying to kill
Well,
myself.
either way, a certain Sunan diplomat had been killed, and this gentleman
Just like before.
here decided to, at the age of me being around 8, started explaining me every single detail of how he decided to murder people. To which I recognized his...
Was this big news at the time? The Sunan diplomat in Cyrillina dying?
It was a big deal at the time. Yes.
I
It was
think I
actually a
heard of
massive
it.
deal 'cause
That was you.
It destabilized. It was no.
I was in the area at the time.
Most definitely him.
Mm.
Either way,
I don't get involved in
recognized
politics, so
his-
do not worry. But
Okay, well, if
What
you
is
were one
that?
of the mercenaries that were sent after me, then
I was
you know,
not,
we could've-
probably.
could've-
They're gonna put
alright,
you back in the egg.
probably not.
They're gonna put me.
No.
They're gonna put me back in the fucking wheelchair, and so he's gonna get their mask.
I don't recall
I
hunting for.
recognize the exact profile of his killings, and as soon as I noticed the patterns, I started following the patterns, keeping stubs of certain things. It led me all the way from Cyrillina to the Kirsi archipelago of Eri. Then it led me all the way down to Yorn. I hated Eri. It was too cold. Tropical.
I almost
moving
lost you.
directly
I
into-
almost lost you in Yorn. I almost did.
Yeah,
I hated Yorn.
It is. I hate Yorn as well. I could only last a month there. I tried visiting, tried
Yes.
continuing my journeys there,
I
but
only
it was
lasted like 3 months there too.
the swamp, the bugs. It was just too much. I lasted
I
a
got
month,
my
and then
ass
I
beat by
entered the
a
Jade Valley.
giant golem.
It
I
is
got my ass
specifically
beat by a
why
giant
I
golem,
pack
and
my leg bindings like this, because the amount of mud that gets in your shoes is... It's bad.
Yes, my traditional footwear is. I'm not wearing it.
I don't
It
need
is
it
not
because
very
I'm baller
covering.
as fuck.
Yeah, you just have
You
your
didn't
toes out.
used to.
Freak.
You used to have
I'm not a
normal
freak.
legs.
My
Get
people
your
prioritize
grippers out like
dexterity
that
and
in
light being
public?
light, so we do not wear.
What is wrong
We
with
wear
you?
armor,
Fucking
but we
problem.
try to maintain our movement as much as possible.
These are
Love you,
just
Otto.
traveling clothes. I'm
Mhm.
trying to get actual armor and clothing that are better suited for...
Amaris, I want to let you know that
Here,
you are
but I'm
literally
working
my
on
best
I would
friend.
advise it, at least for
And
your
there is
duties as
nothing
a
yet
guy.
you can say to make me angry at you.
That's the plan, hopefully.
Oh god.
Either way, we traveled to the Mjorn, lost the trail. Instead, I decided to investigate the Great World Tree, the myth. Was quite literally told not to investigate that. I got close. I got close to a group of bushes, and then a dart slammed right into a tree next to me. To which I then said, "Fuck that," and left.
Warning heard.
Yep.
Smart man.
Yes, warning
That
heard,
tree.
warning heard.
That tree, man. If you get one leaf from it, you can make like 20 healing potions from just one leaf of that tree.
Don't tell me
Insane.
that, please. That's
No,
not-
those guards will rip you in half.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not only that,
that's
the clay
really-
golem,
That too.
tore me apart, ripped me apart, sent me
Yeah.
fucking face down in Yorn, and I was drifting down the river, and that's when Gwyn found me. He's here too.
That's the following of when I found it, because I saw that you had started traveling with a companion, but you still performed killings. And so I
I didn't
tracked
kill.
those.
I didn't kill too many people in Yuan. I killed like 2 people.
You killed like 3. You killed 3.
Okay, I
What
killed
is your
5,
goal with
but-
killing these people? Was it some ideological crusade, or
Sure.
why do
He's
I
an
not believe
assassin,
that?
or he used to be
Shut
an
the
assassin.
fuck up! Come on!
Oh,
Let me
Shinobi.
have a little bit of mystique.
Hmm.
You have plenty of mystique. Let me tell my story of my father figure. God,
Go fuck
some
yourself.
fathers, you know.
You never
So,
even got me anything on Father's Day.
An assassin for hire, or you don't need to explain. I mean, it's your story. I'm asking you.
Let
then.
me. Well,
Former assassin for him.
Former assassin. You're not
Now
going to tell
magical.
anybody, are you?
No. It would be
I-
dishonorable to spread personal secrets.
Exactly. That's why I'm actually comfortable in telling, because I'm pretty sure Freya knows too. I am
Technically, there's still also the issue of me knowing, and if people asked, I can't really say not.
Tis true. I am a world-renowned assassin.
I can't lie.
It's whatever. Anyway, what are you saying?
I'm
cannot
explaining
lie?
I cannot lie. What's up?
Finish your story. She still has to tell hers.
Oh, so sorry, Frank. Either way, I tracked
Goober.
all the way. I tracked him all the way into Aaron, and
Service weapon.
for about a little bit of time, I was in Bargus. I had met Slate. In fact, the killing was me breaking into a morgue to investigate the body because they were keeping it on the hush hush, the down low. They didn't want anybody to know.
Was this before Bargus fell?
Yeah.
This is, I believe,
Oh,
directly
God, this is
after
a can of
Bargus
wood.
fell.
Understood.
And I believe
give
the
any
person that he killed
details.
led directly into the possible falling of Bargus.
Lend!
I did not mean.
You literally know.
What
You
about
know
the
this.
mystique? What about that? Could have been so much fucking. That could have been like a big like
He
lore
can't
drop for
lie.
her. I could have like developed my character with her. You fucking.
I'm trying.
What?
Sorry. Sorry.
Why would that have been a big lore drop? I mean, I have not been to Bargus.
Whatever.
Either way, I broke
Whatever.
into the morgue. Guards caught me. Ran into Slade. Big mob boss of Vargas, who was kind of working as a sort of like post-revolutionary kind of thing. Shut up. There were people that were being. There was a bit of a scuffle being heard, and I was told to hide in a closet. And behind that closet, I heard a certain someone's voice as they were trying to be their whimsical, mystique self.
Hey.
Hi.
7 days I followed his trail all the way to Leafside, and I finally find him. And my first words to him weren't even words to him because he was in conversation, and my first words were because he's afraid of the ocean.
I'm not afraid of the ocean.
No, you're not afraid of the ocean, but you're afraid of water.
Not afraid of water either.
But you really would rather not be there.
I'm afraid of what lurks beneath.
I kind of feel that, if I'm being honest.
That is a valid fear. There are many a monster
It's
in the water.
It's not.
sometimes.
It's not the monsters. It's not thalassophobia. It's not any of that. It's,
Thalassophobia?
I'll tell you after.
Is that the word for
Yeah,
it in common?
Yes.
Rather
Variations, yeah.
than more exposing secrets of Otto, I'd rather not cause
fuck
any
you
more
then.
issues.
Fucking-
towards him.
fucking kill you.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. You know.
I did not mean
Anyways,
to. I did not know you could not lie. I did not mean to take it.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You didn't know. A lot of people know, but also a lot of people use it to their advantage. So
That is dishonorable.
I've killed 3 of them. That's fine.
What?
Nothing.
Oh,
Because
no,
of
right,
this,
you
I mean,
did.
if they are taking it, is quite dishonorable, and
You know,
they are
sometimes
your
loose lips.
they are your surrogate family. You must defend his honor.
Mm,
Yeah, sure. Something like
I don't know.
I
8
actually
years
just
it
wanna
took
hurt
him. Actually, no, 9 years it took him to actually finally admit that he sees me at least somewhat as family. So
You,
yeah.
I am emotionally constipated.
Aw.
Okay, can you leave me be?
Mostly shit your pants once in a while.
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god.
As you can see, the relationship that me and him have is very interesting.
Make me
and
wanna chew on my
maybe just a
wires.
bit convoluted.
I can tell you two are close.
Either way, he's what led me here. So, everything that I have gained here, I wouldn't have had if I hadn't started searching for
This boy is so earnest.
a way to heal people and a way to find the person I cared about. The only form of family I had. And now I'm here.
Damn it. God fucking damn it.
And that is my happy story.
No, whatever.
That is quite the happy story.
Freya, tell your story. Tell your story. Come on.
Crying a little, actually.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm gonna make my story quick. Because I'm having some issues with.
You are falling asleep.
Yes.
At your...
It's as if my voice were a shock rock that was low on charge.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it quick. I think my favorite memory, well, it's not a very good story. It's more of a thing that happened. As in, like, it's not very entertaining. The most cherished memory is when my mother would read me stories as a child.
No.
She was someone who traveled the world. She originally came from Oka in Yorn. That is the homeland of my people.
I went through
She
Oka.
traveled the world. Oh, you did?
I did. I hated it there. Primarily a bartering system there.
If you get used to how to barter, it's not that difficult to survive.
They take your shoes every time.
Oh, just get new shoes.
I'm a fucking cobbler. I'm a legendary fucking cobbler. I know that. Fuck off. Anyway, what are you saying?
Yeah. Whenever I was little, when I was going to bed, my mother would always tell me stories about our people and about our culture. She taught me of the lords, of their strengths, what one would do. Legends of our people. My favorite story she would always tell.
Oh. Your shock rock seems to have died.
Your shock rock. You know, the rock that we tricked into thinking.
I apologize for my story taking
Alright.
so long.
There we go. Anyway, I'll try to talk faster.
Speedrun.
Yeah, she would always tell me the tale of Vana the hero and the death spot of the God Sea.
I've heard of Vana.
Ooh.
She has a statue there, you know.
She does. Indeed.
Yeah, about 300 years ago. Oh, sorry. Yeah, about 300 years ago, they discovered our people in Yorn proper.
No.
Unfortunate.
I'm trying my best.
Is Cards Down, is this the same mic that you use for your desktop? You could just sit at your desktop or something.
Yeah, I'm using my mod mic. It's nearly out of battery. The battery turn back up. Anyways, King Renault the Seventh did not like the Defleo being around. He saw.
Oh.
Damn. Happened again. Unfortunate. Reynolds, he was the one who ordered the...
They're going to the desktop.
He was the one who persecuted the Defleo character, one of them? I know there were many hunts.
Sure, yeah.
But they were one of
My
the
wife
big...
tells me tales of this as well.
I know the tale of Vana.
Vana
Her
was
party
the leader of the
defeated the king, if I recall.
Yes. Vana's
body's actually here. Did you know that?
Nani? What?
Yes, but... Oh... That's
What do you mean, her
loaded.
body? She died here? Is she in the graveyard? Have I been tending to her grave?
Don't ask me. Ask him the questions. Don't ask me. I'd rather not talk about it.
Understood. I will not.
I've mentally plugged in my shock rock, so it should be
Is it-
fine. So
is
I
it
can
some
tell
sort
this
of
tale.
secret? Okay.
Also,
No, it's not some
one
sort of
hand
secret.
is
It's the
falling
fact that
asleep,
Tell
so
is.
ignore
No,
me.
no, no, no,
possessing
shh.
button.
No!
I was not asking
yes,
you. I was asking
Right.
here. But yes, continue
Wait,
your story.
Sorry.
yes.
I'll pretend I didn't hear
So, King Renault, fucking hated the Death Leo. He saw it as a threat. So he would commission hunts to kill us, to go demon slaying.
Yes.
He'd take our people, enslave them, put them to work, put us down, kidnap us, try to destroy our culture and our identity.
So many
And Lady Vina saw this as as it was an abhorrence, heresy, and so she went and marched to take down the king, gathering herself a merry band of heroes.
Tell how she personally
through
knew
various
Vina.
trials and travails, managed to depose him and free our people. Because of this, she is remembered fondly by all Death Leo as the hero of Death Leo kind.
Hero of Death Leos.
Her story was a great inspiration to me as a child. I always wanted to be like a big hero like her. Didn't really end up getting there in the end. I ended up being a soldier, but you know, still
alive,
I think
aren't you?
someone to look up to.
Did you actively participate in like Elk's demise?
I wasn't here though.
Frey, I believe.
Individuals like Vina
Yeah,
are
I showed up
considered.
like immediately after.
It feels like it was yesterday.
You and I
It
showed up
really
at the
does.
same
It's like,
time.
what's
Day,
happened?
actually.
We're old.
No, I didn't realize you showed up on the same day as me. I
We're
figured you
old
were
as
always here.
We're so fucking
No,
old.
I
so
showed up
fucking
literally
old.
the
I
day
just now
after
did my hair
the
different.
siege happened.
I just got this jacket.
Suppose you
I
fit
stole it
in
from my
well.
ex in Suna.
Damn. Okay.
You have an ex and
She doesn't even wear it well.
Vina is considered. The Tengu people. Sorry to go on another ramble about my people, but I don't get to talk about them often. But heroes like Vina are looked upon in a very favorable and honorable light amongst my people. All who take after the Watcher's example, and they give the example of self-sacrifice and helping the innocent and their people. So
Yeah, her
Vina-
corpse is
Vin-
here.
her corpse is here in the graveyard, I presume.
No, it's not in a graveyard.
Should I ask more, or is this a secret?
Honestly, I kind of want you to find out.
Yeah, he'll make you work for it. He'll give you the answer.
So is this a riddle? Are you turning this into a riddle of sort? Her body
did
is
not
here,
exactly.
but not in the grave. Is she in disguise? Is she using some sort of illusion magic?
Nope.
Is she
and she's
someone
not
I've
even
met?
immortalized. It is somebody that you've met.
Wait, so if she's someone I've met, but she's not disguising herself.
She's not immortalized. She's. She just stabbed himself. Oh my god.
You fucking
Then-
savage. It's not that hard.
She was an elf.
I think.
No, I
swear
got
to
this. I
God,
got
boy,
this. Do not.
boy, I say I'm gonna hit
I
you
do not
with a
want you to
fucking piece of
answer.
wood.
I know. I'm not. I'm focusing on something else. Just keep asking the questions. It's just
Then quit stabbing yourself, you freak.
Can you not resist? Oh, I can't.
pain.
Can you not? Okay, I will ask you a different question then. If you overhear a question not directed at yourself, must you answer the question anyways?
If I know
knows
it,
the
the
answer
answer
to
to it.
That's why he told like all of my secrets, and there's no more interesting things to find out about me.
Lindsay,
There
you're
are plenty
fruity.
of interesting.
Do not worry. I have many other
Am I
questions for
free?
you in your background.
Yeah, you're fruity.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you are
What?
fruity. Twink.
You know.
Does this have anything to?
What does that mean?
Hmm?
What does fruity mean?
No, it could
You know,
not
like-
be.
No, shoot your shit. Let's see what
Blake
you have on
and
your-
Penelope have
Just
informed me
over here.
of the anathema and what they can do.
Good boy. Here we go.
Oh god, here we go. Oh my gosh, you got it here.
Is it-
Alright.
I mean, if it's not delusion magic and she's not in disguise, and she's in the area, and considering how many towns there are going on these anathema hunts,
Almost there.
Uh-oh.
she is
You're a smart cookie, you know that?
being. I mean, I have well traveled. I have heard stories of body snatching being. I did not know they were anathema. I was only told what the anathema were and their origins once since I arrived here. But I had seen the riots and I had stayed out of it. I thought it would be political, considering the rising prices of trade due to the pirates. I didn't want to be involved.
Almost there.
So it's an anathema.
Okay. Okay, I told my secrets to the horse. That's fine.
That works.
Wait, you didn't even tell me?
I feel
The
insulted.
horse is here.
I feel like you should utilize this deductive reasoning tomorrow. When you're...
When we're out trying to
Slay
kill a
the
wyvern.
less drunk.
I mean, the
How
only
can you
one
kill
I've
the
been
wyvern?
told is
Maybe.
anathema is Tel. Is Tel-san. Wait. But they have horns. But they also have Alpheus. Wait. Wait a minute. I've seen the statue of Vana in Suna.
It's uncanny, isn't it?
Yes,
So
it
similar.
is.
Why is that?
I-
She had shorter hair, doesn't she?
I mean, hair grows.
If it smells like her, if it looks like her,
Tel
if it
is
thinks like her.
Vana?
Within technicality. Within her corpse.
I have heard. Well, yes, the anathema consume or take over bodies.
Okay, let's stop edging Lens.
Alright, Lens. Tell your truth. Come on.
Okay, so tell us.
I believe I know.
Barely.
An anathema that is most certainly inhabiting the body of Vana, but the problem is Tel has made many wordings, and specifically at one point in time told me that she ate the thing that she was fighting, and that means that she ate the soul that originally inhabited the body, which means she ate Vana. But here's the thing, here's the biggest problem. Vana is still alive, and has been surely but slowly, and I mean slowly, showing up as a personality that Tel is unaware of.
So, unfortunately, the reality
how
of
the
A mage of her
situation-
caliber must have some means to resist whatever is happening to her.
No, that's not
But
it.
she was told to
Unfortunately-
be a kind-hearted soul, is she not?
It is true, but unfortunately, because of the nature of the situation, once that affinity/soul is eaten, destroyed, altered in any way, shape, or form, well, whatever's emulating the individual through memory, whatever's left in this skull, it's not them. It's just the memories, the tonnage of them. She's long.
There's a lot with that person, and that doesn't even get into fucking Sandside. Well,
I am aware of
God,
Sandside.
How the fuck are
Yeah.
you aware of Sandside?
I don't know if I should.
No, you should.
I was
tell
shown the room. I was shown what lies beneath in the mines.
Ooh.
I will. I do not know. I do not wish to expose anyone who was doing me a favor or helping me.
us. No, no. I'm honestly.
We're aware of it.
Yes, I
You're aware
am.
of
much
it.
aware of
Who-
it.
I'm aware of
which one-
Penelope's
which one-
situation.
Which one let you down there?
There's
Which-
a
which
secret little
person?
city hidden underneath this town.
Do you need to
Oh,
know?
I was thinking about the Sandside
Well, I
thing.
don't need to know. I'm honestly curious because I'm one of those people who would get you down there.
I'm
Alternate
If you
world
promise
seems
not
like
to cause
I'm
problems
still
for
trying
them,
to figure that
or
out.
I won't cause any.
Besiege
Yeah,
them
that
of
one
some
I don't
sort.
know about.
Um,
I just know that my best friend Kelton is very much.
You're
trying
on
to
the
get
council,
into
yes.
this small little
Or
I am on the
no?
council, yes.
thing in the caverns, and he's technically the person.
I'm the most
responsible.
important member of the
It
council.
was someone else on the council before I preface that, so they had the authority
Okay.
to show me.
It's Vincent. It's Vincent then.
No, it was not. I actually have not met Vincent before
It's
today.
Gabi.
No,
Gabi's not on the council.
Blixon.
He's not.
I
Treasurer.
believe you're
Oh,
Blixon.
Oh,
He's
great.
treasurer.
Oh yeah. No, I understand that.
They did not want
I've
me
heard
to tell
multiple
anyone
times
that
that
I
copy
had
isn't
that they had showed me, but everyone else here seems to be aware of the situation, so I presume it is all right. But yes, I am aware. I was shown the ruins. I was shown, told. Nani?
No, I'm gonna kill you. Alright. Anyway.
What did I do this time? I'm actually trying.
So-
I just want to actually say I'm so
So-
sorry about the issue with the truth thing. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ah! You just hit me in the face with your stock, you asshole.
So,
Don't
Talasan
get your face so
is.
close to it.
I'm gonna punch the fuck out of you.
It does. It really is them. I'm recalling my memory of the statue. I guess the horns just make you immediately
At least
not
that's a
think.
wild fucking place, huh?
We had another anathema in town that was partially sentient, partially not, and emulated the brain of the person that they stole, blah 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 blah, and they also developed a pair of horns. She was felled.
Supposedly, Tel says that they are not anathema. That is what Blakeson says, and that's
Why do you
it's
like this?
Well, she's not anathema. I think she might be void affiliated. She might be.
void. Is that the name of the name we are using for the place they come from? Through that
No.
sphere, was it?
Void and the dark place is two different places.
Oh. Understood.
From what Tel has told me, she was from somewhere else, and then Elf, he pops up again,
Big shit
basically
boot
yanked
himself.
her out of there and stuck them in Vinod's body.
Big shit boot himself?
The big shit boot himself.
Did Elk get his hand on Vana?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
That's the question. I'm
Elf's-
still not sure what to do about the whole situation, because Vana is like one of the greatest heroes to my people.
Well,
but also Tel didn't choose this situation. She was sort of put into it.
Yes, I would not blame Tel.
Something I don't think a lot of
blame
people. I don't think a lot of people actually know. Elk, it wasn't just some very well-connected philanthropist.
Oh.
He was something more. I'd have to go back and.
He was also racist.
Well, yeah, that, but he.
Were they
they're
Dragon King?
actually? No, I don't. He was. I guess
Sorry, some of the most
I
racist people I've met in this country have been Dragon King. Maybe that is presumptuous of me to say.
Well, my fiance is one.
I will give her beyond the benefit of the doubt, considering I trust your judge of character.
She's a good person. She was the town's mayor for a while too.
That was a very diplomatic answer. That was very well handled.
I was trained in
Look-
diplomatic matters, so.
Look, she was the town's
kidding,
mayor for a
I'm
while, so she wouldn't have gotten there if she was a flaming racist piece of shit. I promise. But
Oh, I
irregardless,
loved Violet as the mayor. Oh my fucking god, she did so good.
she
retired? I noticed we don't have a
She's
mayor.
retired. She
Things
almost
got complicated.
organized like a revolt between the town and the guard, and I was so here for it. I was so here for it because at the time they had a huge stigma towards monsters, because this is like in the height of the anathema.
Anathema? Yeah.
Anathema, excuse me.
she was
I
supportive.
still
of them.
don't know how. It is quite
But-
somber how. That...
Well, okay.
Yes,
going
sorry,
back.
okay. Yes, sorry.
Elk, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, he was referred to as something like the Wish Granter, or something like that.
I don't know why my shoulders are moving.
You know, no. Okay.
I've always heard him
Fun
described
fact.
as a necromancer.
He is so much more though. I have to go back and
He was
recall, but we actually stumbled across his the site of his first ever experiment, and it lies below this town.
Apologies, I needed to check something.
No, you're fine.
I think you
Yes,
did,
I was
yeah.
actually
his
not.
first ever experiment. Is it the ruins that's led to Sunside?
There are, I believe. I have to go and see if the ruins that lead to Sam's side are the same, but
The one
yeah,
with the two
there was,
statues on each side as you enter, and then this rotating statue in the middle, beyond the pedestal?
No, this is somewhere else.
Mm.
There was an entrance. Fun fact: there's a sewer that's located within the town hall, It
Yes,
was
I have
kept
been
as a
shown.
very. It used to be kept a very secret, very well kept secret. But
That is
when
why
the elk
Blake
Don't give a
invasion,
shit.
when the elk invasion was going to be coming around, they decided to.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night. I
Oh, yes, I'm gonna
will
say
probably
good
be-
night. Good night, good night.
Good night. I will probably be drifting late to the tower if you don't mind the company.
That is no problem.
Mm.
I will be in
Thank you so much.
afterwards after we are done here.
How old are you?
25.
You don't just ask someone that.
How
How old are you?
23.
Not good.
Why do you ask these things?
I don't fucking know. Fuck you. Die.
Get
the fuck out of my face.
But
Okay.
yes,
I will see you in the
a while
tower
ago,
when you were able to.
in the sewers, there was a while ago in the sewers, there was a wall that you could. Well, it was actually by accident, but people found the wall actually fell over. Myself and a small group of others made a foray throughout the ruins, and we stumbled across some of Elk's first notes. Elk fell under a different name a long time ago. I believe, though, he almost... I don't know if transcended is the right word for it. He became... The Wish Granter keeps coming to mind.
The Wish Granter. I don't know if
He was... To say he was a philanthropist or even just a necromancer is actually cutting short what Elk's influence truly was. This man...
Magic,
Yeah.
Megamind.
His...
So many adjectives.
Elk was not only incredibly well versed in magic, but his ties to things that I still don't even fully think I fucking understand just go beyond my true understanding.
He has access to eldritch magic, and that's not even like any of the affinities.
Eldritch. I have never heard of Eldritch magic.
He had this
I also
weird
don't know this
access-
word.
Eldritch. I describe it as Eldritch because there's no other way to describe it. Where
He was
had
an
access
ancient
to
wizard.
He was an ancient wizard, and he himself
Very
was
old.
Eldritch. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Where'd you
Honey?
come from? Okay.
Sorry,
Invaders.
I got scared.
A native?
No, invaders, not native. Invaders.
I was about to say that's a fucking wild thing to say.
You sound like a Lindonian general.
I sound like a dragon when I'm
locals.
saying that.
Either way,
Alright, but
It
yes.
is so late.
by technicality,
Mhm.
with how far we've gone,
We could start right here next session.
We have a hunting
Oh.
trip tomorrow. I do not know if we should stay up the entire
Violet's
night.
going
You
to
didn't
murder
sleep.
me.
You didn't sleep. If
We are
Violet's gonna murder
potentially
me.
facing terrorists tomorrow. I feel we should sleep.
At least a small noopy.
A small little nap.
It would be kind of cool if, like,
In
the
my little
sun
British
came back
accent
up
that I
at
do
some
with my
point if you
Tengu
stayed
for
here
some
long
reason.
enough.
Oh my god, my tracker's over here.
I like that too.
But
I
yes,
hate
my
tracker
stuff is like in the toilet dead. I've been
plugged in for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I have super long cables attached to my bed for specifically this, so
yeah.
I can fucking.
I have the same thing. But either way, nonetheless, he has access to some sort of magic, some sort of power, energy that isn't aligned with the magic that we have, and we killed him brutally. So who fucking knows?
But yeah, I've been like doing the unplug, replug with a fucking portable
The
charger in my
dance.
pocket. You
I have a
guys-
portable charger too. It's just tangled with my other cord.
But just to
Let
wrap
us
up,
go rest
Yeah.
and plug in our men shock rocks.
I am trying to get my hip back
stories from
online.
this. I want to use this again.
My hip, they're gonna push me off a chair. No, off a cliff. No,
We
my hip.
genuinely beamed like 2 years worth of information into her skull.
Yes,
over a
I am now
span of,
very
like,
well. I
an
am
hour and
perhaps
30
one of the most well-informed newcomers in town.
Leafside's
You
fucking
are
wild.
the most well. Yeah, you are one of.
I
the
know
most
everything.
Well,
and she's a traveler.
She now knows all of the town's important values, such as picking up weird people and killing peepaw.
Killing people.
giving nepo babies.
I had to be careful with the tell information because I'm really close. I'm decently good friends with Oblivious, and so joining, were my inspiration to join Wardens. I watch a bit of their stream. I watch VODs at them before falling asleep sometimes, like in their Discord, and in the Aegis Discord. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah,
so I had to be very careful not to come to the conclusion that I already know about a character, so I had to, like, get you guys to drop enough hints so I could actually say it with reason.
Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna also disappear. I want to do it, like, right in front of you. So, goodbye. Oh, fuck, wait, I missed.
They missed. Oyasumi nasai, everyone. Good night. Where is it? Okay, I'm just gonna fly back really fucking fast. Watch me go, bro. Watch this. Too far. Okay. I will... Is anyone still here? Okay, take my shoes off. I turned off the music hours ago. Let me turn this back on as I finish. Is this like a D&D thing? Yes. Imagine D&D but VR. And we have been after hours sessioning, rambling and talking and being in character for way beyond session end. Session ended at around 10 o'clock CST. It is now 2. We went like 4 hours over. Because we are actually insane. But now Hazuki knows fucking everything. Hazuki fucking knows everything. Let me take all my shit off. Take the bow off. Travel back with it. Take the dress off and the bow and then the armor. I'm taking a shit at quick combat derobe. She wants to get to sleep fast. She is not going to be reading that book tonight. She talked too much too long to others. And so she goes and... The sleep paralysis demon! No! They slay me! Crawl. I'm just doing my after. So let me give him that. Do this. I'm so tired. And scene for me. I'm respawning. Good session. We talked for so long.
Absolutely, my fucking mic started dying.
That is my longest RP session ever, by a long shot.
I wanted to get prey into the veil.
I accidentally reset my avatar while sitting there.
Yeah, it was funny. We were all like, "Who's that?" I knew you were there out of character because I every once in a while I'll flag nameplates quickly on and off just to it's a habit. It's a fucking habit from my old days. So I was like aware that you were there, but I wasn't too surprised. But it was really funny seeing everyone quickly react.
Yeah.
Good session. Holy fuck! I had to be careful with the tell stuff. I don't know how Hazuki's gonna feel about that. She kind of looks up to Vana, because her goal is to be a hero and be remembered in a general sense. So Vana is just in general like one of the people that she looks up to because they've accomplished the same thing. Not necessarily because of their story, but because of their deeds and being remembered. Like the Watcher, Vana, and a few others. So knowing that she has literally interacted with what most people consider Vana's corpse walking around, she's like,
alright. I'm gonna get out of VR because my microphone is dying.
I'll see you in Discord if you're there and everyone else is there.
Maybe, we'll see. I might fucking go have food for a while.
I'm
Nice
gonna do that
seeing
too.
y'all.
I haven't eaten today.
It's nice
Good
seeing your
night.
character, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Good night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolute unit.
Fun session. I'm gonna go make food too. I was starving at the start of session. My stomach is beyond hurting right now for lack of food. I woke up like 30 minutes before session start. Hope you enjoyed watching us all talk. I felt bad that you were having that you were already getting invisible, not being able to fuck around and join in.
I was very out of character, so I just chilled there.
You're just chilling watching the talk. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm streaming, and during my backstory speech, the first backstory I did, the sad one, I accidentally changed the scenes in my stream, so it was just a black screen with my voice. So, for half of what I was saying, and I felt for a minute I thought I had no audio. I was about to explode. I was crying, but all is well that ends well. It ended up being fine. Just no visuals, but there was audio. Oh, teddy bear! Oh my god, give it. Look, I need it. Thanks for sticking around. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do you have this bug on this map where you can't click anything in your menus? Do you ever get that?
No.
I wonder what's going on then. Half the time on this map, if I click something, I have to hold my controller microscopically still, and it's only this map. I think it's
no idea. I've never had that issue before.
Whatever. I'm gonna hop off and make food. Was fun. Good night, Jenna. Well, you see me is hell. I think it's the evening. Alright. Be right back. Anyways, chat, I'm gonna fucking go home. Just so I can say bye to you all. Maybe pick a raid target if we got enough viewers to justify it. 13 is fine. If we want to raid someone who's also doing RP. Hope you all enjoyed today. What a fucking full day. 8.5 hour stream. That's my longest stream in years. I don't know if there's anyone else live. And so, as such, let me check one more time in chat arena. No, not really. I'm gonna go. Good night, everyone. Mute the world so I don't get DMCA'd or something. Good night. Hope you all enjoyed. If you want to watch the VOD, my VOD will be up on CatGirlEddie.tv. Make sure to maybe drop a follow, considering if you like this type of content. Or a sub if you are annoyed with the mandatory ads that Twitch shoves down my throat. It does support me. It makes it so I can keep doing this more often. Otherwise, join my Discord to get updates on, pre-updates on if I'm streaming a day or if something's going on. Or pre-announcements for my stream going live and such. Regardless, I'll see you all later. I'll see you all Thursday. Yes, Thursday, 3 hours earlier than usual, because there is a Aegis mission for the Event Horizon campaign that is going on, which is a gang activity. They are one of the new. It's a new plotline, and it's going to heavily involve my character, Catherine. Though it is episode 0, so I will not be involved as Catherine. I will be NPCing, but it will be very good background context for the stuff going on at Aegis in the next long while. So maybe stick around and watch that as well. Thursday, around the same time I started today, around 6 p.m. CST, maybe 7, I forget the exact timing. Leading into normal Aegis RP after that. Otherwise, have a good night, everyone. I hope you enjoy, and bye-bye. Oh, yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, goodbye. Sorry, I was reading something. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, Wispawfates? I don't know how to say that. So hi, Johnny, and bye everyone. And I don't want to end the stream. I'm in that weird nebulous state where my brain just doesn't want to hit the end stream button. I'm hitting it.